Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
I'm telling you, it'll never stick and you'll get roasted.
E aí, galera?
See you later, fellas.
Chavas aqui.
Try not to work too hard.
Tentar prender mais os bandidos. Dá uma olhadinha na cena do crime. Frente à delegacia. Sossegado. Precisa de carro? Precisa de carro. Vamos dirigir. Ô, meu filho. Ô, seu barbeiro.
You know, this isn't a tank, Phelps.
Como não, tanque? Vai que é. O tamanho desses bichos. Oh. Ai.
Open your eyes!
Cala a boca.
Stop just ahead.
Como tu fala pra parar tudo dirigindo, Zé?
Her face looks familiar. Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the 2 of them still have juice. Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight. What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, you can stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Tapa na cara daí.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
So get out of my
lens.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of Beast of...
You? I don't like. Keep out of this.
Tá lagando forte.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
Tá mentindo ou tá falando a verdade, nega?
Who drugged you, Mrs. McAfee?
You really are cute, detective. But a little too naive for my taste.
Putz. Que legal.
This is a big scene, Phelps. We need to get our bearings. Let's go see the coroner.
Tá, pra que lado ele tá? Como é que desce?
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag.
Tá,
I'll
só.
run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
E o cara pegando com a mão. É, beleza. Carta da mãe.
She's a long way from home.
Só isso? Agora. Deu com a cabeça. O painel.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Tá, série.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio.
What the fuck?
Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
Pera, pra cá. Olha.
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
Ah, não dá pra... Então tá.
We should speak
Prenderam
to
nosso
Ballard
jogador.
again. She might not be telling us the whole story.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Não tem nada. A musiquinha tá tocando, né? Vou dar uma olhada aqui desse lado. Porta-luva? Não. Deixa eu ver o acelerador.
Find anything interesting?
Não. Não encontrei nada. Vou falar com a mulher de novo. Aqui é pra investigar. Não, meu filho.
Never the same, are they?
Sei lá. Vambora. Vamos ver se ela vai falar alguma coisa agora.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
Pô, errei de novo.
How old is Jessica, Mrs. Ballard?
I couldn't say how old Jessica is. Old enough, sweetheart, as the saying goes.
Que merda.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
Tá mentindo.
Mrs. McAfee, you're lying. You're wasting our time. You know what's going on here. You just won't tell us.
You're sweet, but simple too. The burden of proof is with the law.
Vamos com a carta.
You should run along now. Don't worry yourself. This will all get sorted out. This is the way things get done in Hollywood.
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm being taken in?
You could say that.
On what grounds?
On the grounds that you are under the influence of narcotics and that you are withholding information from the police.
My husband is going to want a word with you, Sonny Jim.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Vamos ao hospital.
Excuse me, officer? I want to see you.
I got friends who work at the Examiner. How about $5 for the exclusive?
Não. Aqui. Você vai dirigir, que é mais rápido.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Pra mim errar todas as perguntas de novo. Hospital escondido. Meu filho, corre. Pra onde?
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton? Oh, yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
You can't hold me here. No, I don't need to be
Feeling better since
manhandled
this
by
morning,
a doctor.
Jessica?
I need my lawyer.
A little.
Hey,
My head
where
still
is the
feels
telephone? Do you know who I am?
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
Tá mentindo, olhou pro lado.
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you.
A carta da mãe.
I'm tired, Detective, and this has been all so awful. Please, please, just leave me alone.
We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
Tá mentindo.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Todo mundo mente.
Please, Detective, why would I lie to you?
Agora é a carta da mãe.
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Jessica, I really need you to help me here.
I remember the mermaid.
Was the mermaid in the movie too?
No, it was on the front of a building. We pulled up in front of the mermaid.
Acertei mais uma.
Thank you, Jessica. You've been a big help. Here's my card. If you think of anything or you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
Okay.
Upei.
I think it might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
I couldn't do that, officer. What if I got the part and I wasn't there?
Não vai conseguir nada, meu filho.
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her.
Puta merda, dirigir seguindo. Ah, ninguém viu.
There she goes. Come on.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Ah, undercover.
No, I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it. You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls. I'm going to be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803. Sure, I got the film.
Bora. Vamos ao apartamento do cidadão. Camara, go, go.
Can you drive to this one?
Vamos, chauffeur.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh, shit. You better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife in the first place. Or he'd have done the job properly. McCaffrey will break a fella's legs just for looking at his broad the wrong way.
What did you make of the kid? You believe her story?
I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
All units in the vicinity in car 11K, 11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3. All other units code 2. KGPL clear.
Roger, KGPL. 11K en route.
All units in the vicinity in car 11K, 11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3. All other units code 2. KGPL clear.
Repetiu a mesma coisa. Apartamento da hora, hein?
If that hill won't buy me something nice, I'll find someone who will.
I'm Detective Phelps. We received a call about a domestic disturbance in apartment 803.
Oh, the detectives. Listen, Mrs. Bishop's pretty upset. Take the elevator and then left down the corridor. It's the last door on the right.
Vamos de elevador, então. Ô meu filho, tu é meio devagar, né?
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
Esquerda, né? 103.
LAPD, ma'am. Are you in danger?
I'm all right now. You just missed them. Horrible, awful men.
Are you injured, Mrs.
Bishop. Gloria Bishop. Please, come in, officers.
Caraca.
I'll just need to sit down for a moment. Forgive me.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am.
Just look at this mess.
We'll take a quick search of the premises, ma'am. You take a moment to gather your thoughts.
I will. Thank you, officer.
O que será que rolou aqui, né? Olha o quarto, olha o quarto. Mete, cigarro, não. Toca pro chulé da véia. Opa, chequezinho. 20 mil.
What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
Não queira saber, meu querido. Que isso? Tá. Não tem nada de útil. Tá, tu não vai olhar nada, seu preguiçoso. Dinheiro.
This isn't what we're looking for.
Ah, vá.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Pega charuto, rapaz. Curtir a vida.
Looks like the old movie set downtown.
Peraí, o que tem no chão?
Probably nothing.
Ah. Um monte de livro.
Looks like we found our mermaid. Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Então vamos lá, né? Temos um lugar pra ir. Vamos falar com ela.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
Your husband was using June Ballard in his new movie?
Hardly. Mark feels that June Ballard has limited range and is over the hill.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Então tá, acertei uma.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
Como é que eu uso intuição? Aqui? Como é que eu uso? Ah, quero usar a intuição. Eu não sei usar a intuição.
It's a lot of money, Mrs. Bishop. Doesn't it strike you as unusual?
Falei que era verdade.
Perhaps. Movies are expensive to make.
Foi mal.
You'd be surprised what expenses get hidden in the budget and how the money gets moved around.
Errei, na verdade.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Nossa, bando de metido, cara. Ah, tem que perguntar onde é que é a casa do cara, ó. A loja do cara.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver screen props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Terceira.
Thank you.
Esquina. Eu tô falando besteira, vai. Vai. Ô, meu filho.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, and a movie producer's wife. We're finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Deixa eu selecionar já o local aqui pro chofer levar a gente. Aqui tá marcado ainda. Vai!
You're behind the wheel.
É isso aí, galera. No próximo episódio a gente termina essa bagaça aí.
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and McAfee.